What's up, guys? It's a new episode of Two Open Minded. We're on episode 4. What's up, guys? What's happening?
What's up? What's up, y'all? How's it going?
How's everybody's weekend?
Boring.
Boring. Why?
It was good. It was good.
Anybody do anything like fun, like special? Go out, do something.
Nah, I worked Friday and Saturday,
Took
so I
a
really
ride.
was off Sunday. I mean, technically it's Tuesday here for me right now,
Right.
and it's still Monday for you guys. So I'm almost halfway
now.
through the week already.
Yeah.
So your day's like a little off.
Yeah, it's like 14 hours ahead, something like that.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
I was just chilling with my boy all weekend. So like, that was it with me.
Yeah. You fucking your man.
Yeah, dude. He is baby Thor in the flesh, bro. He is Thor in the flesh.
Bro, he showed me. We was talking on the video. His son was like on top of the fucking windowsill, like up top, bro. He couldn't get down for a minute. He was freaking out.
Is it messed up for me to like leave him there for a minute to kind of like teach him a lesson for a second?
Absolutely not.
I like left him there for a second. I'm like, you're gonna learn, and he just like, but I'm like, no, told you no, like 3 times.
Yeah, Hendrix does the same thing.
That's like when you always hear about motherfuckers throwing their, I don't know, sons, daughters, whatever, like in the pool.
Yeah.
How to swim, just throw them in there, like swim.
Yo, I've seen somebody do that with an infant on Facebook. It gave me cringe.
Yeah.
Bro, they floated up like 30 seconds later and started spinning. I felt bad a little bit.
I mean, that's how I learned how to ride a bike. Just fucking push me down like a steep, like little alleyway down it, and I fucking just glided.
I bet your dad did do that shit.
He did do that shit.
Didn't even.
No, but
wasn't on.
taught me how to ride a bike though.
No, you taught yourself how to ride a bike.
He taught you how to get the fuck away from him.
I needed that 90 degrees. Without that 90 degrees, I mean, I wasn't hitting nothing.
Word.
Bro, I didn't fuck with bikes a lot when I was younger too, dude. I just get fucked up too much.
Bro, bikes were like, you ride bikes everywhere.
Dude, I learned like everything late, bro. I learned how to ride a bike late. I learned how to tie shoes late. I learned how to do everything late, bro.
I mean, you had to watch people do it. It's okay. We forgive you.
Do I still know how to change my own tire? Do I know how to still change my own tire? No, I don't. No.
It's easy. You just like twist and take them off, and then
yeah. See, he don't know how to do it either.
Back on, you know.
Yo, listen.
I changed tires before.
Remember when we changed that tire on the highway?
Where on the
way to see Hunter when he got hit.
Shit.
We had you out there flagging. Listen, 4 lane. This man's out there with a fucking.
Okay, I think I do remember. Did it like behind us?
What?
Did a cop pull up behind us?
Yeah, and
it wasn't a cop. It was like a highway safety guy because you was out in the middle of the road, bro. We was dead center of a 4-lane intersection with a busted tire.
You look like Terry Crews directing traffic.
I remember that, bro. I remember that shit because another time the shit's on the way to like a basketball game or something like that, and like there's like a two road highway. Like, it was like this much room between like the guardrail and like the actual road, almost halfway in the street, and like a cop put up next to us or behind us, and we had to fucking like hurry and fix that shit with sketch. But yeah, I think I remember that, bro. Remember that shit. And you're like,
my Toyota.
Was it? Yeah, Toyota. Yeah, Toyota.
Yeah. That was pretty fun.
That sounds like a horrendous.
She was a warrior too, bro. Warrior.
Shit, when you come back, you can be a flagger and they'll take you in, no problem. You got experience.
Like $20 an hour, something like that. Like $15 an hour.
depending on where you go.
Yeah,
Good.
you're standing there for like 12 hours at a time, bro. Shit's
Yeah, sucks ass.
You make good money.
Listen,
yes.
I
Okay,
used to
money.
work for a flagging company, and I used to have to stick the flag thing, the stop sign, through a fucking traffic cone, set it in the middle of the road, and run in the woods to take a shit because you're miles away from the work site. I was like a mile away. It wasn't nobody coming to save me. Shit your pants or find something to help you.
I used to pee in pop cans at Amazon.
That's acceptable. Chuck them out oncoming traffic. Like, you're good.
Open the box.
That's what I'm saying. Because you're like on the move nonstop, bro. You just go in the back. You know what I mean?
Just kick it off the fucking. Don't you got to open door? Just kick it off.
Yeah.
Just sit around and kick it.
But- They give you bathroom breaks. What the Coke can for?
He's practicing for his trucker life.
Yeah.
Bathroom that wipe your own ass for you.
Where?
At Amazon.
Yo. Speaking of,
I don't care. You better keep wiping your own ass, man. Make sure they get it good. You don't walk around with poopies in your butt. You don't trust Amazon to.
yo, that's why I want
Bad,
toilets.
bro.
I
You
want
sound
toilets that squirt
like
water.
a bad.
But
The
That's-
bidet.
yeah, no, I couldn't do that.
I want
To,
that.
like, eat out your butt.
If you get one of those, you might find something out about yourself. Something you didn't know.
Oh, I just want it clean, bro. Ain't gotta do shit.
No, but listen, that is a good idea though. That fucking take a fucking flagger, just take one with you. Every job, bro. Every job. Wipe your ass with
All that.
fucking-
Tape a bag to your ass and just shit all day in it. And at the end of the day, just empty it.
Those are what diapers are for. You might as well just get a fucking diaper.
Ew, no, I don't want it touching my butt.
Just get out of the cap and just wear
You gotta sit there. You're
each the same color,
supposed to be a professional.
so you can't tell.
Bro, I don't,
Professionalism goes out the window after the first 8 hours. I'm just standing there. The
facts.
next fucking 4. Oh, yeah, no, I'm fucking around. I'm shitting on the road if you just don't come stay.
Speaking of that, bro, when I was delivering Amazon this one time, bro, I was delivering, I don't know what city I was in, but like, or town, I was in Pittsburgh, but like, I was driving in my van, right? And I cut around this corner. You know, it's just another day delivering. I made this corner, and all I see was like a woman, like she was squat down on the side of her car, bro. And like, I'm like, what the fuck? And then like, I was driving, and I was like, yo, what the hell is that? So I'm like, going past the car, and I'm like breaking my neck driving the van just to see what the fuck she was doing. Yeah, bro, she was straight up taking a shit on the side of her car, bro.
Dude,
She might have been having a baby. Did you pay enough attention?
No, it just happened like that.
Yo, fun fact. I hit an Amazon.
bro.
You did what?
I hit an Amazon van.
Did you?
Slid that bitch like a sled. Yeah, bounced off of it and everything.
Yep, I remember that.
Really?
What
Oh, yeah.
happened?
Oh, nothing. Lady was cool. She was like, "Don't worry about it. My husband don't got her license either, or his license either. Call who you got to call." Called my cousin Corey. He come flying down the hill, and it was a bad winter storm.
Right.
Got away, no problem. But no, them vans are very resilient. They're
Yeah.
like, yeah, bro. I hit that bitch at least going like a sliding 15 miles an hour.
Yeah. For sure.
I have a car.
That's-
That shit
It's
was
It's impressive.
yeah, very impressive. Just know you're safer in an Amazon van than you are in a fucking truck.
Right. Yeah, bro, I had some sketchy moments in the van, though. Them vans are kind of sketchy to drive.
Roll it, bro. You're safe. Roll it down Mount Everest. You'll pop out, no problem.
Ooh. Dude, because there was this one time I was driving in the van, and like, I parked, but I was going downhill.
Mhm.
And I thought I put it in park, but I didn't. But it stopped for a second, though. So, like, I got up, right? It stopped. I don't know what I thought, bro. It didn't move. I thought I was in park. So I
Yeah.
went back in the back of the Amazon because it has a door to go in the back, then you go in the back. I got all the way in the back. The van starts fucking dipping down the road, bro. Like it just fucking goes. I'm fucking moving. I'm like, what the fuck? And yeah, bro. I fucking
Thought somebody stole the van while you're in the back.
I thought someone took me. I went in, bro, jumped in, like, bro. I was just like this close going down this hill, bro. Like
That's when you
right in time.
took the wheel on that one.
Yeah, he really did, bro. I thought I was gonna die for real.
Fucking dummy's gonna kill himself. Deliver a package. Let me hear. I've heard about that in manual cars. Oh, fun fact. Listen, you know how you got a drive shaft that connects rear view or rear wheel drive cars, and
Right.
well, they go bad.
Yes.
Well, if you don't put something in front of your wheels when you pop that thing off to change it, your car will roll and almost run you over.
Yeah.
I speak from experience.
Okay.
I was the dummy that literally popped the fucker off and it started rolling, bro. And thank God there's some type of fucking thing in my head that says roll from underneath the car. Oh, yeah, I rolled down the hill and hit a tree.
The best way to learn is
Damn.
from almost dying. That will teach you.
I almost shot a button the foot one time. I
Yeah.
almost blew this nigga's foot off.
Oh my god.
And the same time, like maybe 15 minutes later, I shot a deer. But I didn't shoot the deer. I shot at the deer and it fucking backed itself off a cliff and died. So we still got the deer.
Yeah.
Oh my
It was
god.
a nice deer too. It was all mangled up. Not mangled. It was in bad shape.
And it wasn't even the buck. It was the dove. And it fell, so we had to carry this motherfucker up the hill.
Yeah, it was a big ass hill.
I popped a hole in its fucking heart when I took it out to make it look like I shot it. So my uncle didn't think I was incompetent.
That shit probably
Yeah.
had broken legs, broken everything. How was he not gonna look at it? There's a hole through his chest, and be like, "Why is
Because he
that
trusts me.
four broken legs?"
So y'all watched this man commit, pretty much.
You said what?
You definitely watched that deer commit.
No, I thought it just fell where it was at. 'Cause
Oh,
it backed up, and then it just wasn't there no more. Well, we walk up to it, and it's like a 20-foot drop, and it's just laying there.
Yeah.
And there was no bullet hole. So it backed itself off the cliff. And
Meat is meat.
yeah, I was going to say,
We'll take it.
I still got a deer.
that's
Fire,
I
right?
never had to kill one.
even for a deer. That's so fucked up the way to go out.
Yeah.
He backed up to his death.
What was another? Yeah, you ain't ever seen them fish that like swim through fucking fences and then get stuck in the fence and die? I feel like it was like the same scenario.
No. I
No.
seen a bird. It was like a kingfisherman or something like that. Kingfisher bird. And they sit by the water, and they'll dive in and grab a fish. Well, this bird sat on a railing. It was metal in the wintertime.
And got stuck
It
there.
got fucking stuck and just
No, what I'm talking about, like if like the river water rises or some shit, it'll go up to like a fence, so the fence is underwater.
Right.
And these stupid big ass fish go like 30 miles underwater and hit these fences, and then just get stuck in them. And then when the water recedes, you just got a fucking fish sitting in the middle of a fence, and you don't know how it got there.
I see it. I know that you can get fish in a fucking sewer. Like the little grate, you just drop your shit down in, and you'll catch fish. I feel like that's like
Oh,
similar.
I think I've seen.
I feel like the
something
motherfuckers get
that too,
stuck
but yeah.
and never get out again.
You know, you
Yo,
sit in sewer though.
out of the sewer.
Should be dirty.
No. Hope no one ever does that.
I do want to make this point real quick. I hope everybody had a nice weekend, and I'm feeling a little bit like I'm feeling a little motivational today. Like I've been feeling like inspiring, because today's Monday, and I know about a lot of people hate Mondays. You guys know it's a proven fact that 66% of the people in the world drag Mondays,
Yeah.
and
People.
at least 66. I guess they had a poll and they were like 66% of people of America drag Mondays. So I'm gonna give y'all this, bro. Let Monday be today.
Mm-hmm.
Be the opportunity to build the tomorrow you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I hope everybody had a great ass Monday. You
Wise words of the day.
gotta have a great start of the week. You know what I mean?
I think I just feel
Dude, that
bad
would've been
brought
good
them up.
for me yesterday because yesterday was my Monday. My bad, Steve. What were you gonna say?
It was your Monday.
Yeah.
Yesterday was my Monday. But is my shit still like? Hear me good?
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Is it still lagging a little bit, bro? What the?
Bro,
I
you're
said-
like a Chinese movie.
Enter the Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He Jackie Chan shit.
Well, I don't know. Right. I did everything possible. This shit is I can't do.
And
You
we'll
got
make it work.
But wait, so like am I when I talk, am I like skipping a little bit, or like am I delaying?
It is delayed from
a little bit.
your
Yeah.
visual, and you skip a little bit sometimes, where you just
Like
You're broke?
that was working fine. It was working perfectly fine before we started this, and now it doesn't want to fucking.
We'll make it work.
say we'll make
Right.
it work.
Yeah.
Well,
It'll be good.
what I said one day was yesterday. So thank you for that
It was
motivational speech on Tuesday.
For sure, man. I think it's very important for like Mondays to be more focused on like the start of something, you know, big for the week. You're gonna have a good first beginning of the week.
You got to work harder today for a better tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying. And I also
Well, that's
got
why
another
Sundays
statistic.
feel so good.
Facts. And then also I have another statistic of 61% of people lives paycheck to paycheck, like most people.
I feel like it's higher than that.
It probably is, but like, I guess it took another toll like last year or something. But that's what it came out for number wise. But I always say, always shoot for your dreams because
you're
I
not
live my life.
living paycheck to paycheck. Let me tell you.
Nah.
You make 100,000 a paycheck, you spend all 100,000 till the next paycheck.
Don't listen to that.
But that's why I like.
bro.
That's why I like to motivate
100K?
people to go for their dreams, bro. Go for the dreams.
Yeah.
Start something today. You know what I mean? And work hard for it.
Don't
Okay.
say don't chase the money. Chase the freedom
And happiness.
and happiness. Well, when you get freedom, you get happiness. You get to where you don't got to work every single day. You know what I'm saying? That's freedom that brings you happiness.
You know what I think if you
You'll
chase
never-
money, you're gonna end up being bitter. That's the only thing. You know what I mean?
All right,
Yeah.
there's a like thing I heard. I have it on some of my profiles, but it's like it says money or happiness is more than happiness.
Like AI.
I think it's life. Life is more money and success. Give yourself a reason to love life. You know what I mean? So that's a little something I know about because like life is way more than just money and success, bro. And like media and like just you gotta make money to live, but like at the same time you don't. I guess it's just
Right. No, yeah, man. Because like, look, I'm getting a job and stuff, and say if like having a job right now and then doing the podcast, I would always rather do the podcast with you guys because this would bring more happiness than going to a job. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So you always gotta find happiness, even if you gotta work through hard times. So
that's the thing that sucks. Though, is just the system, bro. Like just the system.
That's where you got to find a hobby and do the hobby so good it becomes what you do.
your craft and
Yeah.
I'll work through the competition. Hey man, you can look at it as like it's a 1 in a billion chance, but you can also think of it as you're that 1%. You know what I mean? That's you.
Yeah.
It's always how you look at it. It's always how you look at it.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But
Anything can happen. Truck drivers and like I remember reading about something. There's like a 22-year-old down like he won like the Mega Million for like 375 million or something like that. 22 years old to work the rest of his life, or like the generations, like probably 2 or 3 generations after his life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything can happen. You know what I mean?
I'm going to work because I'd be bored.
right.
No, you wouldn't.
I'd be bored.
No, you would not.
Yes, I would. Yeah, that or I'd fucking end up fucking killing myself from drinking and fucking smoking myself to death.
No, you'll get to go on vacations, travel the world.
I'm gonna get a brand new pair of fucking Africa
No.
because I wanted to go on vacation.
Jobs
No,
do give you a little bit of purpose, bro. Like
shot.
it gives you, wake up.
Bro, I won't even get a flu shot. What makes me think I'm gonna get a fucking shot?
See, that's so stupid.
You better a chance of drinking fucking What's that river in fucking
The Nile,
no, India.
India, the Congo. No, that's not.
Whatever river in India that's so polluted that like it just screams death. I would drink that before I got.
Yeah, bro. India's really bad, bro.
Fuck up.
India's,
I would. What?
wasn't like India like fighting against the government like not too long ago, or maybe.
Oh no.
I don't know if it was India
They're
or
like
like where else.
Not my monkeys, not my circus.
bunch of different countries. I think like China's government, India's government, like a whole bunch down bad right now, bro. It's bad.
They treat their people like shit.
Straight like balls.
Oh, you want to hear a fun fact? You know why Russia's economy fell back in the day? Because no one would sell them diamonds. Real shit.
No one would sell them diamonds.
Real
What do you
shit.
mean they're just hoarding?
For oil, unless you got diamond tipped fucking blades, right?
Yeah.
You can't cut anything basically unless you got diamond tipped anything. So no one would sell them the diamonds to get them
Through the bedrock.
basically. So they basically stopped them from, recapitalizing.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's fun.
Russia's
fact.
huge
I mean,
too, bro. Like that's insane.
Well, that's what fucking Afghanistan or Iraq, whatever the fuck they were, tried to do to us. No oil. What are we gonna do?
Right.
But we shit though. We taking it.
I didn't know that.
Fuck that. Give me my monkeys.
But
reserve here.
all right, guys, we're gonna get in our first subject on theories. Yeah, guys, today most of the show talk is gonna be about theories. So we're gonna name a few. We're just gonna go about it. We're gonna talk about it as per usual. So what you guys? I mean, you guys I'll also talk about one if you want as well. Just bring one up if you think of one.
I got car theories. I got space theories. I got alien theories. Is the Earth flat theories? We got it all.
All those. I love all those.
Bro, I mean,
you guys like?
we talk about it.
Yeah.
Cartoons. You think Samurai Jack and the Powerpuff Girls happen in the same universe?
I haven't watched Powerpuff Girls since I was like.
Yeah, I haven't watched Powerpuff Girls in a minute.
No, there's videos and there's facts that like in Samurai Jack, if you look in the backgrounds and shit,
Yeah.
it's all the like leftover Townsville signs, buildings, and all that shit. And they're trying to say that Samurai Jack is the professor. And Putt will fill you in on the rest. I ain't watched that much of it.
I don't know about.
He's a samurai. Back in the samurai days, they're like in present times. Powerpuff Girls.
Fuck, you don't know what you're talking about.
They're two
I
lines
don't know what I'm
definitely.
talking about, but I remember them.
Like they definitely coincide. The building they lived in, the house that the Powerpuff Girls lived in, was in the background of Samurai Jack. The whole fucking him being the professor, no. Like he got his own backstory. He came from a village back in the day.
I'm just saying. I'm giving it out there.
I don't know.
All right, next one. You think Ed, Edd and Eddy was all the dead kids from
No.
On the Block?
I seen that too.
Maybe.
Hey, bro, there's some theories on that shit too. Each one of them died in a different time on that cul-de-sac, and they all just exist with each other as ghosts.
And that's also why you can't ever see their parents or whatever.
Yeah, you never see any of their relatives or anything like that because they're not really there.
Yeah.
Because they didn't die.
Damn. Well, that's deep. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
No,
Like, I haven't watched like any of that. I haven't watched like Summer Girls, and then I haven't watched that shit in so long.
Do you know
I haven't watched any of that shit.
Dog off a true story?
What the hell are you talking about?
What?
No, it was not.
Look it up.
Bro, you are capping. Like,
watched
how's
a lot
that story?
About John R. Dilworth. Some interviews. I ain't never seen that come up once. I got the whole damn series too.
I'm being dead ass serious. There was an old couple that used to live
That's sick. That's dope.
out in the middle of fucking nowhere that always say they see some crazy ass things. And then one day some shit happened, and then I don't know if they called the cops or some shit and said some shit was happening. They didn't go out there till the next morning, and all they found was the dog and the old lady and the dude were just gone and never found again.
That's weird.
And that was the basis on Courage's Cowardly Dog.
I mean,
But the house itself is actually drawn after the house that.
Had like a windmill and shit.
maybe a little bit.
No, real shit.
That's crazy.
But
Not in Arizona or some shit.
I would hate to live in Courage's world, bro. Like,
Right.
their windmill stopped working and some fucking.
4 horsemen.
It was more than that, bro. It was like, it might have been.
It was 4 horsemen.
Some Vikings.
Well,
Which one
what do y'all think about The Simpsons? Do y'all think like that's a,
no, the Simpsons is really a whole different category. That shit
Right.
is wild.
Yeah.
they
I'm gonna
dropped so many hints in there, bro?
I'm gonna say this: it's halfway coincidence because after you make so many fucking, like the statistics of getting something right, whenever you have so many episodes out there, you're gonna be right some of the time because there's so many videos that you might be wrong on, and you gotta be right one at a time. Statistically speaking, you could be 1 out of 100, but they got more than 100 episodes, so one of them episodes was right out of the 100 of them.
Yeah, but they like predict shit like perfectly though.
I'm not gonna say it's not
Like damn near to the
100%,
fucking
but
T.
a lot of that is coincidence. I'm telling you.
That's a lot.
Bro, a lot of coincidences, bro. And a lot of coincidences.
Yeah.
That's
somebody
like didn't they
doing that
predict
shit like that,
Corona?
like a sign.
Yeah, they predicted Corona. They predicted
9/11.
Donald Trump.
Trump.
They also predicted him dying, though, getting shot in office.
I want to say, well,
So, like, shit like that. That's what I'm saying.
he is gonna run again though, ain't he?
He plans on it, I guess. I don't know.
And I seen a clip the other day that really like it compared to the whole Andrew Tate thing that I've been keeping up on. It was like about a guy talking about like guys' mental toughness and everything like that, people being soft, and then like they took him to jail and stuff. I'm like, what the fuck? Pretty much what happened to him. But
Well,
it's so close to actual real life events, but that's what makes it really crazy.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't think it's just coincidence. Like it's a little bit too clear.
oh,
it's
yeah,
like-
the government's definitely taking us away from the truth. Everybody knows that. If somebody starts steering you towards, like, figuring out the Matrix, we'll call it the Matrix.
Right.
They're going to stop that.
Mm-hmm.
There's more civilians than there are government officials, you feel me? Overthrowing them wouldn't be shit, but we fall online because we don't know the truth because they keep us so in the dark.
Yeah.
If we actually knew the truth, you think we'd put up with that bullshit as a collective? Fuck no, we'd have a hive mind. We're storming that shit. We did it once, but we did it as a joke.
Right.
We could really do that shit, and that shows the people.
Which leads me to the next one. Well, it goes off of that with the Matrix and everything, and trying to shut us down when we're trying to figure something out. So you remember when the time where people were going to talk about storming Area 51 and stuff? Like all these people were talking about it. And shit.
Oh yeah,
Ain't it funny that coronavirus just happened like not too long? Like you know what I'm saying? Like it was in a similar time range.
So
That,
you're saying like someone caught some shit from there and spread it?
are you talking about they released Corona to keep away the fact?
That's
that
what I'm
they were
saying. Yes.
Yeah, I believe that they made a
Yeah.
bigger because you figure swine flu, fucking what were the other big ones that we got? Always revolved around something that was political too.
Here's the thing.
like the voting.
Yeah.
Coronavirus happened the same time that we was voting for the fucking president.
Yeah.
And shit like that. So if you take the small picture being the president, and then take a big picture, the coronavirus will kill you. The president can't kill you hands on hand,
Yeah.
but he got more power than what people understood. So they was worried about Corona more than they was worried about who the fuck was going to lead the government.
That's like I forget what it's called. You ever heard about the experiment they did in like Alabama or like somewhere in Louisiana, somewhere down there on it was like they found a whole bunch of people, like black people with AIDS and shit, and then started doing a whole bunch of crazy ass fucking shit to them.
Tuskegee.
Is that what that? I think that's what that is.
I don't think it was down there. I think it was like in Africa or some shit.
No, it was in the United States.
It might have been that experiment.
I'm pretty sure. And then I don't know like what fucking shit it would be connected to, but you know, the medicine brand fucking what is it? Bayers,
Yeah,
whatever.
the Tylenol shits.
Yeah, and they was putting like fucking infected motherfuckers with, like HIV or some shit.
Look, we'll never know what happens until we test it on humans, but they're too fucking. There's a million people out there for the good of America or good of fucking humankind. If you was like, look, we have this fucking vaccine, but we don't know what it'll do, but we need people to test it. There's going to be a lot of people that would rise to the occasion because it's saving humanity. You feel me? But the government don't give them a fucking choice. The government picks who they want to be the experiment. And that's where the fucked up part comes in. Because like I said, there's going to be a lot of people that would rise to that occasion.
Right.
But they don't give them the opportunity. They'll be like, all right, well, look, we're going to say that we got ass ripple AIDS coming out. But while they're worried about that, we're running down to Cali and we're dropping this fucking bomb that's going to give everybody a certain mutation. So whenever we play this sound, it makes them fucking vomit and shit themselves. And they would do some shit like that. And we didn't make that decision as a collective, but there would be people that would say, you know what, for the good of humanity, let me go volunteer myself so I don't put my fellow fucking humans that didn't choose.
Yeah, there's a lot of good people out there, bro.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of good people. And people would do that just to save the children that are there or shit like that. Because they're good people, but they don't give them that choice. So they put children in harm's way and females in harm's way and shit like that without us even having a vote on it.
Yeah.
Because we're worried about ass ripple AIDS over here. We didn't get to vote. You
Right.
feel like that? It's every day you see that shit. And then when you bring it up, you go to jail. You get fucking
Silence.
Yeah, brother. They're stapling your tongue and your mouth shut.
I was gonna say, yeah. Anytime you expose the truth, man, you get shut down, you get shot, you know what I mean? It's always bad.
I mean, it's the same way out anywhere. You expose a motherfucker on the streets, they're going to try to take you out because they don't want you to know the truth. We're just looking at a bigger picture now. We're just looking at the government as some thug motherfucker that you just exposed for being gay. He going to kill you now.
Right. That's like me going out and saying COVID was bullshit. You know how many people really will get offended and heated by that if you really go out and say Corona was bullshit?
Yeah.
Because you're like,
Not bullshit. It is a sickness, but it ain't
A lot
as
of people
bad.
like-
Yeah,
That's why
yeah.
Bad
you know,
worse.
Yeah, like shit sucks, bro.
Yeah.
you guys think? What do you guys think in Area 51?
The fuck's so punny?
Like,
Wait, like you guys think there's like some like crazy ass shit in there? Like obviously, but like you guys think you think it's more bigger than what it looks like on the outside as well? You think it goes in ground?
I bet you they got some
Wait,
jets and
wait.
fucking.
Hey, what are you talking about?
bet you it's like Resident Evil.
What
I bet you
what
they
are you
got
talking about?
every
Like, you mean like in the, you said in the air,
floating
but
around.
Now, do you think it like how outside it looks like just like a regular ass building, but like if you go in it, it's like it goes in ground. Like there's more floors going in ground.
Yeah, they got
That's
to
gotta be.
so
fucking just. They gotta hide it somewhere, so they definitely got multiple floors that go underground. Definitely.
I don't think it's there. I think they go there and catch a train underground somewhere else. Because who's going to tell you, like, hey, Area 51's right here. And the whole world knows where Area 51 is now.
Right.
You don't know what's in it. And like I said, they wouldn't be stupid enough to let everybody know that Area 51's right there. And then just
yeah,
keep...
no, that's another thing too.
I bet you there's a train that goes fucking hundreds of miles. That's why they don't come home. Because they got to travel underground on this train, wherever, and then that's where the real base is, so they don't get found out. That's why there's a collective
Bro, all of
spot
our
to meet. And
all of our
I'm telling you,
all of
man.
our shit like that
Hey, see,
is definitely underground because like besides being underground, there's nowhere else to put it. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's definitely guarantee it.
Yo, I'm gonna get taken out for
We
having.
don't.
that's what I was just about to say. I was like, Steve, the FBI just texted me, bro.
That was like,
I got a dark on my neck.
Somebody about to add themselves in the studio. It's about to be a fucking FBI member.
don't say that.
Yeah, I know, right?
Bro. I'm poking holes in everybody's story.
Right, we'll go viral though, bro. That'd be crazy, right?
Invite him, bro. Invite him.
Not, going off what you said, you think they got like maybe not like underground shit they go to? You think they just got like islands where they stash the shit?
I bet you they
There is
got
a lot of like
Because like
islands
there's
that
so
are,
many undiscovered islands that nobody knows about. I definitely feel like
maybe there's a reason we're not allowed to search all of fucking the ocean.
Right.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like only they know.
Yeah.
there's a bigger
Like-
point to the whole fact.
Dang, you just like
The ocean
see, like,
is
you're opening it more than Area 51. Like I think you would open up a lot of people's heads about.
Pandora's boxes, sir.
Steve, yeah.
That shit's definitely bigger than what they.
Yeah, bro. It has to be. It has
Want
to be
you
a
to believe.
collective unit. It has to be like, all right, you're going. You meet there, and then what your specific job is what we'll say islands. They ain't gotta be islands. They can be underground facilities anywhere in the United States or
Right.
call them islands.
Right.
So you get to Area 51. All right, scientists are going to Island 2. Military personnel are going to Island 4. Zombie fucking starters are going to Island 5.
Yeah.
Just shit like that, and they meet there, and it's like Hogwarts, bro. Every train goes where it needs to go,
Right.
and then you ain't
You
coming back for.
Say Hogwarts, bro.
Yeah, I
Hogwarts,
did.
yeah.
Same rules apply, bro.
Well,
There could be motherfuckers that are going to LAX to catch a flight, just walking down the LAX, and then they just corridor, bang. You don't know where they went. They're catching the next private jet to fucking underground or
They
to
go to the
fucking
back rooms.
Alaska or some shit, going to the moon. We don't know, and
Right.
they all us. And there's
We don't know
there's
shit.
reasons why you ain't go to the moon yet either. There's something wrong. Did you know we hit the moon with a nuke?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it rang for like 23 hours straight, like a bell.
Bro, when? I did
Where
not
the hell
know
did you see that at?
that.
Real, Google it. It's a hall.
Is that
it's
like the
hollow
whole
shit,
like?
and
Is
it's proven.
that like the backside of the moon shit?
No, it's the whole moon. We've hit the moon with a nuke. We did it twice. We hit it with something the first time, and then it rang for a minute, or an asteroid hit it, and they caught the ring of the moon. So it was like, fuck it, we gonna see what this is.
Bro,
Bang, hit that motherfucker.
fuck, are you serious? Are you dead?
I swear. And it rang 23 hours straight, like a bell.
Bro,
I
you
don't
ever
know about that.
see the movie? You ever see the movie fucking Fall? The movie I was talking about last time. You ever watch Moonfall? The whole movie's based on like
No.
the moon being a mega fucking like artificial fucking. It's like an artificial.
I got a theory on why the moon's there too. See, the moon's there to give our women the menstrual cycles and the reproductive tract, okay? So that the aliens can come harvest our real shit. So the aliens could come harvest our DNA, our eggs and our sperm, because aliens are actually us evolved, and they actually went asexual. So there's no more reproduction because they don't have reproductive organs no more because they're all the same. And if you look at it statistically speaking, fucking Neil deGrasse Tyson even said this, that male and female hormones are like the physique of male and females. They're actually coming closer together than what you think. Back in the day, like your tank, the spot between your
balls and your
butthole.
ass.
All right, for a man, it was more
Elongated.
yeah, and
More
a woman,
space.
they had very little. Now we're like 2 inches off from each other because we're starting to evolve into whatever we'll say aliens. we're evolving to almost the same thing.
So
you feel me? Because they're literally gaining and we're losing
Damn, bro, now
or
I gotta
whatnot.
measure my shit. I gotta rest
The
my life
point
now.
being, so they can save their race. They put that moon there so they can have our females can have the menstrual cycle and all that shit. So they can come harvest their reproductive organs and our reproductive organs,
but
so they can have future
Steve, crazy
lines, lineage.
Yeah.
Nah,
theory,
bro.
bro.
They gonna take me out. Y'all seen it first on
That
here.
is like, time I ever heard some shit like that. Like that is like, that's up there, bro.
what
That's
made
up
them evolve
there,
fast then?
bro.
Who said they evolved that? These could be the motherfuckers from way back in the day that lived on the same planet or Mars,
No.
and they had a moon on Mars that gave their women their way to reproduce. You feel me? But whenever they
Mars
went
what?
asexual, left, and then they went asexual because they were gone for so long, they come back to find us and then put the moon there because the moon wasn't always there.
Right.
The moon got here within like fucking 500 years or some shit like that. For the last 500, 600 years, the moon was put there.
Are you
Some
serious?
shit like that. No, it's been
Steve.
always there. It was not always there. It was put there, or it got stuck there, or whatever have you they want to tell you. I'm telling you, I believe it was put there because the fucking aliens from Mars left Mars because it was a doomed planet and then went and evolved somewhere in fucking space, lost their way to reproduce, came back here, found civilization like life, and was like, all right, we're going to put this moon here because we had a moon and that's what made us reproduce and be able to reproduce. So bang, now we can reproduce. So they're coming down here and taking our reproduction so they can keep their lineages going. I'm telling you, man.
I guess that makes sense. Like that makes sense in a way because like if without pretty much we wouldn't have land because like oceans are at their depth as they are because like the moon, but like the moon like it's a lot. So like I mean what you're saying, but like bro, that is the fucking heard of in my
when we get off here, look, you're gonna call me back and be like, Steve, you're gonna die.
What you're saying though, it doesn't make sense because like without the moon,
part of Earth,
hey, like, I mean, we have day, but
and eventually it's shaped and formed.
Why is it ring?
What do you mean, fucking ring?
Wait, no, even without the moon, we would still have.
I mean, everything makes a fucking noise. Like
without the moon, would we? Because the moon, like, kind of. Fuck, bro. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Y'all are gonna get off here and look this shit up and look at me like I'm fucking crazy and right at the same time.
We would still have night and day though. Without the moon, would we still have night and day?
How do you find no evidence of civilization on Mars then if they came from Mars?
Because we only have a fucking rover on there.
Right.
They ain't got no atmosphere to keep all the space debris off the surface of Mars. You know how much shit's probably buried on Mars?
No.
Bro,
did you know
they said Mars used to look like Earth?
Back to life?
Like
in theory, yeah.
You just have every,
if you nuke each pole of Mars, it'll start spinning again. The core will heat up and start spinning and create its own atmosphere or whatever the fuck it is.
There's nothing that has nothing to do with spinning of the core.
You heat up the core and it starts spinning back.
Right, that's not for the core.
So you guys
it's to create the fucking ozone layer so it can form a atmosphere. Yes. And that's not even enough to do it. You need more than that. Again, you want to Neil deGrasse Tyson. Look him up. It would take more than fucking making the poles.
He's a smart
to terraform.
I just told you about the tank thing, and then y'all are questioning me about the aliens. Do you believe him because he said the same thing?
Bro, that theory, I've never heard of that shit.
The people with the wildest theories.
Explain it the way it sense.
Also, hold on. You said what? They went asexual, and they're coming back to,
or they went
Earth to
barren, not asexual, barren. We're asexual when you reproduce yourself.
Yeah,
but wait, hold on. Why would they need the
moon
for that?
I'm talking about barren. We're reproduce it all.
Tell time. Would we still be able to tell time to the sun? to, you know,
What do you
know
mean
the
tell
mental.
We're talking about asexual and barren beings, and you're talking about telling time. Just
Theory. I'm talking about
dude.
theory. The truth. Just fucking talking about. I'm confusing myself.
Mate, we need a theory from you.
I think you're just confused.
Give us your best theory.
All right. I mean, I'm gonna go back towards my favorite. This is more like my field, but like, how do you guys think that there's more of there's like a group that runs the world, like the Illuminati, like it's more of a higher power, more than like, more than we know.
Give me your outlook on it.
Give y'all outlook on
Listen,
mine.
if you had that much power, bro, yeah, I think so.
I
definitely do because they got the symbol, the fucking, you know what I'm saying, the pyramid and other shit too, like the eye thing, and you see that in pretty much about fucking everything. You see it everywhere.
right.
So that it definitely shows connections to the shit that literally like influences everybody. You feel me? Like
Right.
there is roots of something bigger, like the Illuminati, to everything that we see. So, like I definitely feel like they're there. They definitely make decisions that like we don't know about.
Bro, it
Yeah.
just comes down to the fact, how like we're struggling to get, 100K. We'll say 100K a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're making millions of dollars. Like we're literally making them.
Bro,
You think that
talking about
they? Do you think they give
people don't use
us,
money?
bro? Like they can literally do what they want. He rules the world, and so when it comes down to people having billions of dollars, and it's fucked up how money, because like money, like bro, like you should go on behind our back that
I'm gonna put it this way. I think that if you're talking about people like that, they don't even have money, bro. Like Kanye said, his
What do you
name,
mean?
he can walk anywhere and get anything free. You feel me? And these people don't even need money. If they want it, they just say they want it and they get it. They're representative of money. They have so much money, they don't even need it. They don't even use it.
I don't think
Just
it's about
because
the
they're
money.
that's what I'm saying. Just because the power they have, they can do whatever the fuck they want. Because if you look at, there's a lot of shit I don't know, so I'm not going to speak on all of it. But if you look at certain things, like if you was somebody back in the day that started like the oil field, just found the oil and started the oil field and capitalized on that back in the day, 90% of the time, your family right now, we don't even know about your family because you're so fucking up there in the goddamn ranks that you don't need nothing.
That's
your
like
family never needed
Iranian motherfuckers that are estimated to have trillions.
Yeah, trillions of dollars. They don't even use the shit.
Not
Money
even
is not an
billions.
object to them
Trillions.
no more. It's just the power that they possess with the name, like Rockefeller.
That's what I'm saying. Like
if anybody walked in with a Rockefeller name anywhere around here
Mhm.
or anywhere they're not paying for shit. I guarantee you they're not paying for shit. They're gonna do whatever the fuck they want, be wherever the fuck they want.
All right, but here's the thing. What do you think all that shit's for? Like, what do you think they're doing with their power?
Why is there an Illuminati? Period.
Bro, it's all for fun and games. It's not. It's to get what they want. If you found out, if you found out they were just people and they didn't possess as much power as they did or portrayed to be, they would be the same as you and me. That means they would get no more leverage on anybody. They would have to do the same exact things as you and I.
Okay, but that's where they're far from that. We're far from what they are. Like
I'm not saying that they're normal fucking people the way me and you are. We could do the same shit.
Of course.
They don't want to look at it that way. That's why they have the power. They want to be held as gods. They want to be held as untouchable beings that can do whatever the fuck they want. They don't want to be told no. That's why they hold that power.
I feel like it stems to fucking devil worship, like Satan worshiping.
I was just about to say that. So I'm more so Satan's people. Because didn't Satan want to be God himself?
See, there's so many stories of that on some real shit.
What, Satan?
Yeah, the whole
the devil.
Why he did what he did and
cover. Like when was it first? Like Like when did it first become the Illuminati?
I don't know.
It was
Read Latin.
Like when the first.
Read the Bible. I'm pretty sure they'll give you a fucking good rundown on why the Illuminati was made. You'll be able to make your own assumptions.
Yeah, right. I guarantee it was probably when men first started making a lot of money in there.
Bro, I mean, of course they came to power from money.
They found when they made money is whenever the fucking the devil was there.
Yeah.
Bro, if we just lived off the land, if everybody just lived off their own land, and you could be happy. If land didn't cost nothing, everybody got their own piece of paradise. The world would be good.
The world would be good. Yeah.
Literally, hunt your food. You know, gather your own water and shit like that. But it's not like that. That's what I'm saying. That's where the devil steps in. Money's the devil. Money's the root of all evil. It's been said for how many centuries and centuries. Because you get rid of money, you'll get along because you're not fighting for no power no more. You're the same as everybody else.
Right.
You're trying to feed your family and feed yourself and survive.
Yeah.
Every ant, they only got one queen. You feel me? Every other ant's the same. Every other bee does the same thing. Every other fucking woodpecker is born into this world. They do the same thing. We're the only ones that try to be different.
Woodpecker?
Anything. I'm just saying. A beaver's going to build a dam. You feel me?
Right.
I definitely still think there'd be motherfuckers that want power and still want to control shit.
That's
like some motherfuckers might just have an abundance and still like it's in human nature.
That's what I'm saying. People would take abundance. I'm saying like if we all lived off the land, you'd go shoot that deer, and that deer would feed your family for a day. You wouldn't go shoot 50 deer just because you wanted to feed your family continuously. You would make and the world would go back to the way it was back in the day. The day they made money is the day that fucking devil touched the earth. I'm telling you.
You think the Illuminati taught? I mean, everything that we learn as kids and everything growing up. Do you think a lot of it was wrong teachings due to the Illuminati? Like, you know how everything mostly been taught in school is probably majority of it's probably fucking wrong.
Look at fucking North Korea, bro. Look what North Korea's taught. You feel me? They're back in what was it? Kim Jong-un's dad.
Kim Jong-il.
Yeah, whatever the fuck his name is. They changed the fucking year. They're on year like 49 or some shit like that. They're not even in our time zone anymore.
I ain't never seen that.
They learned that fucking he's the fucking god and shit like that. Look that shit up, bro. He literally took out the world's fucking knowledge and just feeds his people what he wants them to know.
Right.
The only thing is we get to watch that shit as a collective now because that's what we're getting fed from the United Nations or whatever the fuck the whole, you know, everybody in one is United Nations or the whatever the fuck it is. Yeah. We all have the same shit, but countries portray different countries in different light. Go to Germany and bring up us whooping their ass. It ain't gonna be like that. Go to France and say fucking you and United States is better and shit like that. We learned that United States held everybody down that they went to war with, right?
Yeah.
A few people help. You go to another fucking country, it ain't gonna be like that.
I definitely see some British dudes say like they whooped their ass and we never won any fights against them. Even though like we separated
everybody learned to
beat them. Got our freedom.
I understand knowledge is power and we need to learn our fucking backstory and where we came from and everything like that. But sometimes you go so far back you can't undo it again. You learn. Why do you need to know where they fucked up at? Because we're still fucking up the same way back in the day they fucked up. Why not just take that and learn from it and be like, all right, let's stop doing this. Let's stop the money. Let's stop the fucking fighting and.
You're confusing the shit out of me. What the fuck does this have to do with the Illuminati? Bro, you just keep going. You don't stop.
Join it.
I can't even say nothing back to what you're saying.
Like I like
when
Steve talks about Steve.
I ain't got nothing to say.
I like when Steve talks. It makes it interesting. Like it makes it interesting. Earlier,
pause in fucking between so motherfuckers can talk with you. This ain't just a lesson. I can't. That's what I'm saying. Bro. Like you lost me. We talking
Steve,
about
you just say a lot. It was
what?
Like Steve, it was interesting.
Anyway, what is it? Anyway.
So on any next news, shit.
Y'all not feel the same way?
Yeah, no, I don't know what to say to it, but like, and that's all I gotta say. I enjoy listening to him, but I don't know what the fuck to say.
I would enjoy listening to
Like,
you
if that
argue,
makes
but I can't.
sense. Bro, I told you it's not my fault, bro. I got 4 bars. I got 4 bars of Wi-Fi, 3 bars of Wi-Fi, 4 bars
Good,
of
good.
fuck's going on.
I think it's your phone.
But
I mean,
all right, so like,
I am like 6. I am like 7.
all right, bro. You just gotta wait your turn again.
How do you feel about the Illuminati then?
Am I really
No,
talking
no.
like a robot?
Saying like, what was your whole point to that and its ties with the Illuminati?
Say what you need to say now because it's about to end.
I have nothing. I just want to know.
The Illuminati keeps you from going back to the basics. They're the ones that keep money alive. They don't need money because what the fuck? What are they going to use money for? They control everything. They give you money so you can be controlled. Basically, you can't live back off the land or anything like that because you need money to buy what you need. They don't need money to buy the shit they need because they're who they are. They get whatever the fuck they want regardless.
I feel like they came to power because of money, though.
Right.
They gave you the money to buy the shit that they have or to buy what they tell you to buy. They gave it to you.
See, okay.
To keep you on a leash. Without money, you ain't shit. Without money, you have nothing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You feel me? We're not back off the land no more where money didn't mean shit. Money was just a leaf on a tree. Now it's something because they made it that way. If you just took that out of it, if you just took their power over money out of the whole situation, everything would be a better place. Everything would go back to, like I said, living off the land.
I don't think it started with them though. Like,
Steve, that makes sense, bro.
Civilization like started and money was around before the Illuminati was started. That's how I feel. They just was like an early fucking member to invest into it and get the most out of it.
They came powerful.
Eventually run
far back as
eventually do what he said
is on
they do.
Everything.
I don't think it started with them. I think they fucking got it right, and now, like, they run the shit.
If they're real,
not start with them.
I mean, there's a high chance that they are, but like they are, bro.
I believe it started. It was just a different name.
Yeah, I feel like they always been around in a sense.
They ain't always been the Illuminati. They were probably the goat fuckers at one point in time. Whatever their fucking names were, but they were around since the devil touched the earth.
Yeah.
See, I don't know. I don't think it goes back there.
Anybody that walked with the devil, like, I feel like that's the group.
Yeah, I think it's like a different thing. I don't think like the Illuminati is just like the whole thing of the devil fucking worshiper people. Like I feel like there's definitely different fucking things within that. And that fucking Illuminati is just the biggest one.
It's a long hell no, bro. There's definitely groups, different people.
I don't know. My mind's clustered.
I feel like the Illuminati is a cluster of groups.
Yeah.
As a collective that span throughout the world to have little pieces of what we need. You can't have no food because we control all the food. We control all of it. We'll give some to Food Land. We'll give some to Save Lot or wherever they get their food from. But they can't have it if somebody from that family says, "No, you can't have that. I don't need your money."
So what do you think would have to happen to basically beat the Illuminati and overcome it, like change the way the world is?
It won't happen.
You think there is a way?
Not no more. There ain't
too late for it?
There ain't no way, man. Not now. People would think you're crazy. They think that there's a real Illuminati nowadays, bro. That's how controlling they are. A lot of people won't believe that because they think it's too crazy.
If we was back in the day where, like, people, like, back in Greece or Rome and everything, whenever they wanted to completely convert the religion, you feel me? They would just get rid of everything beforehand and start over.
Right.
We're on that because now we're looking back at that shit. If we was back that far in time, we could have changed it, but we're not. We done let countless inbred king after inbred queen after inbred king lead us down the wrong path, and now we're fucked.
I don't know about that because you think about it, in history, every kingdom that reigned
And
and ruled the
inbred
world
was inbred.
eventually fell apart and got overtaken by something else.
I know Queen Elizabeth who just died. I know King of Zimbabwe that they have and shit like that.
Yeah, but they weren't inbred.
Like, you fucking rebuild after it. Like, yeah, like now, I don't know. I'm done.
America's gonna fall one day.
Next topic.
America,
Our time.
China's gonna be the next big thing.
they got a lot of people.
It's just they got a lot of.
My boy was telling me. My bad, Steve. Go ahead.
That was putt. You think China's gonna be the next big government?
They're about to fall next.
My boy was telling me how the whole financial part of the infrastructure was falling.
That's what I'm
Huge
saying.
turmoil.
See, Target looked in. I don't know that much about it. But
Like their
I seen
whole,
some shit like
their whole financial or infrastructure, because like there's so many people and like
Oh yeah.
that were fighting against their government. Like, you know how I was saying earlier, India, like Russia, like a bunch of different countries are fighting. Like it's bad. Like India is really bad. Like it's
That's
bad.
Different
like-
sexualities, so we can fucking stop the population control. Basically, more gays means less people. You can't produce with another man. You can't produce with another woman. You ever notice that all this LBGQ shit is all over the TV
Come
now?
out of nowhere.
They're
Yeah.
pushing sexuality on people now because, hey, like I said, you can't produce with another man. You can't, and it's mostly Asian culture.
I don't think it's.
Right? Tell you, I'm gonna die.
I don't think it's like. Okay, so we got fucking what, like 7 point something billion people on Earth. We're struggling to feed everybody that already is. And if we just keep going, right, we can only support so many people.
Countries don't know how, but that's because
I think the cutoff is
country
like
measures.
billion. So, I mean, like, I'm not for all that gay shit, the fucking same sex bullshit. Fuck that. But like, I don't think it'd be that bad of a thing, because not everybody's gonna fucking be gay. There's too many people that don't want that. Like, it's not gonna happen for everybody. It's not gonna.
Right.
We have enough food to feed everybody on Earth, but you got them niggas that got a bunch of money that buy 15 cartons of eggs and shit, and then let 12 of those go bad just because they wanted all the eggs.
Yeah.
Same rules apply. We have enough.
That makes sense. Yeah.
We're not sharing. We're not a collective. We're not an ant colony. We're not working together. We're literally
But
all
I'm saying,
doing our
like,
own
eventually
thing to be the greatest.
Eventually, there is a point where there will be too many.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And that's what I'm saying.
Enough.
Like,
I don't think it'd be 11 billion. I shoot for like 20 billion if we
no,
get it
I'm
out.
pretty sure I saw somewhere like the cutoff was like 11 billion.
We're,
Yeah,
we're struggling at 8 billion.
12 billion.
We're struggling at
But
we're struggling at 8 billion people.
where everybody just fed up shit.
That would work.
On the Earth.
No.
I feel like there's gonna be a civil war between the America one day. Now I don't know whether it's gonna be between race. I don't know whether it's going to be between the gay and the straight. I don't know if it's gonna be fucking.
No. I mean, we always fix our problems in
I don't know.
the United States. We always fix our. You know, they're still.
I think it might be women versus men. Like women are trying to. They want more power, and then here's us men, and we still kind of want to maintain. I don't know. I feel like that one day there's going to be a civil war between something and something.
I wholeheartedly believe that too. But I bet you it's going to be the most chaotic war because everybody's going to have a little part to fight in something. It's just not going to be like how it was before, North and South type shit. It's going to be everybody, every little group wants a piece of the pie, and they're going to fight to get their piece.
Right.
It's gonna start a whole out civil war, and then we're going to collapse that way because, like I said, say all the fucking people that believe in one thing go off and make their own little land and their own little currency, and all the other little people go off and make another one and do it that way. We're all gonna fight. We're all touching each other. We're all gonna fight for land and shit.
Yeah.
And that I'm telling you, bro, we're gonna collapse. We're not gonna see it. Our grandkids ain't gonna see it.
No.
But our great grandkids, they'll see it.
With that being said, you think like some other fucking country or nation would come in and try to
capitalize?
Yeah, no,
on
but
us?
yeah.
But at that point,
Russia.
Earth will kill itself, polluting everything. You know, we're making the air, the ice caps are melting. Like, bro, like Earth's gonna kill itself. So
Here's the thing. Yes, like global warming might be a thing, but you gotta understand. Like, we're not meant to be a fucking stable planet. The shit changes. Ice ages come and go. We warm up.
What?
Cold enough.
Real talk. Look from history. History repeats itself. We've had how many ice ages?
Bro,
we're
able to win it healthy.
We only can count 2.
The Earth can fucking
Are you saying we're
bounce
not
back.
able to keep it healthy?
No, we're just not a stable planet. We're not going to keep the same form. We're on an axis. We're not straight up and down. We're on an axis.
I'm saying we're trying to keep it one
yeah.
specific.
Yeah, of course.
It's not supposed to be meant to be like that.
Granted, we're helping it along.
Like, there's very many times where there was no ice on Earth.
Well,
there was some time where there was more ice on Earth. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say, but it's never in the same spot.
When the shit first started, bro, like there was no ice. It was hot as shit.
Yeah, motherfucker, all the ice.
We're warming up, but we'll be okay.
Antarctica used to be a tropical paradise.
I'm saying if all the ice melts.
We had that before. There was still life on Earth. Like, everything was fine.
We'll lose some,
but you know, if all the ice melts,
not going to go
like that. If all the ice would melt, our cities would go.
You gotta understand, there's a lot of land that literally floats on water.
Yes, our coastline cities will be pushed back. They'll have to relocate. But it's not going to get to the point where it like ends the fucking world. Like, that's supposed to happen.
I'm saying, like, we can prevent that though. Like,
there was like
I talked about this.
Like going through puberty, bro.
It was in a race there, and like by Afghanistan or like Jordan or something like that. Like the infrastructure where it's like a straight line with the economy is supposed to help like with housing walls going straight up, and in the middle of these two walls have like just straight housing and stuff like that. It's supposed to help much. I forget what's called. Oh, it's called like the or something the mile, and
it's supposed to help with what?
Stretches for it only takes up like a certain amount of land.
Talking about the ring that goes all the way around the world.
No, they're building some shit in Dubai.
No, bro. It's like Dubai. It's like somewhere.
Like it's like I don't think it is Dubai, but like they're trying to do like another.
It's supposed
Dubai.
to help.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to help with like everything, and they already started building it.
Well, all right. So what the fuck does that have to do with?
I mean,
climate change.
How to help it, and like you know what's gonna happen if we don't help it. I
feel like if
the whole
it happens, we're in a whole lot of world of hurt. If our planet doesn't go through this change, this little puberty, if you will, it's gonna be worse than if we would just let it happen. The tectonic plates have to shift every once in a while. The land masses have to shift every once in a while. The volcanoes have to erupt.
The pools got to flip.
Yeah, it all has to happen to keep the little force field shit that we have around us going. We have to spin on this axis. And if you didn't know, we are tilting more and more throughout the centuries on the axis we have.
Right.
So, like, it all has to happen. So that's how our pole ends up flipping over again. It's a natural balance. But humans haven't been alive long enough to document a full cycle of that. And if we were, we lost it all back in the day. And we ain't learned from it. So now we're actually starting to keep track of the shit. Like I said, we'll never see it. And a lot of our generations and our lineages will die off before it happens again. But there will come a time where it will happen.
All right, guys. We're probably going to wrap this up.
Talk about the pyramids, bro. At some point, I want to talk about the pyramids like that. I want to talk about that shit.
I said we'll definitely get more episodes about theories and stuff. You know what I mean? I feel like we're gonna do a lot of multiple theory episodes. To be honest with you,
There's endless fucking theories, so definitely more to come.
Yeah, that we'll do more. But yeah, we're over the hour mark, but it's all right. We had a good time. I had a good time.
I think last one was over the hour mark too.
Yeah, I mean, I think the last three, I think all of them were a little bit over the hour mark. But that's all right. Yeah, guys. Wednesday night at midnight, back again for episode 5, and I'll see you guys again. We all see you again.
All right, thanks for tuning in. Peace out.
Second time.
Hold on. There we go.
Goodbye. So long.
So long. Rocking out.
It's so bad.
So long. Farewell. Until we meet again.
Yeah, now you got
Episode.
ended, bro. What's up, bro?
You know what I'm saying? We got back.
We said our goodbyes. It's still gone.
Got new guests in here.